Get a local recording up, so just in case everything goes bad. But yes, we are live. Welcome to good old Community Clan Fight Night 41. Saint Sasius with you this evening to bring you good old community event where we always get 16 clans in it, just battling it out across 2 servers, 4v4s. But who are we looking at this evening, and what map are we looking at this evening? Let's go with 67890 to get everything up. Alright, so we are playing Toa River Valley WA's version 1, guys. And we will be looking at the Russians v Americans this evening, with the first being Shakot Kot. And then we have Malakabad, we have good old Flag Zai, and then good old Sarai as well. With, looks like, Sarazai. My god, this is gonna be crazy for me to commentate this evening. But who are we is basically the Mumblemarines, FSQ, Old Man Bring Death, and Full Contact will be, or Finish Squad for FSQ, sorry. They will be representing the Americans in round 1, followed by the Russian army side. Good old Squad Beans, FA Sphere Academy, HSR Cesaria, as well as Zulu X-Ray Deltas, ZXD. That is what we have for you this evening. Alright, so we'll be sticking to the American side. But we already have the Mumblemarines heading out in the 2 Humvees. They're going to head on down to Malakabad. Malakabad just situated off to our south, 195210 region, only a couple of 100 meters or so away. Having a look behind, we do have, it looks like another Humvee, which Old Man Bring Death will be in. They're going to start heading on down towards Malakabad as well. And let's have a look on the map. We do have, as well as a Humvee heading out towards COTS, which we do have Full Contact FC. And it looks like a Logi truck as well. Already a Humvee heading down to probably Jozara. Even getting all over to Zai to block off that. Now already Mumblemarines now disembarking from their Humvees. They will set up position because we do know the bridge is situated just off to our west 285 region, or this here on the Echo 6 keypad 7 and 8 is usually a 0.4 Russians to come across, and we already have, looks like Squad Beans there already in the BTR. BTR worth the 30 tickets, Humvee worth the 16 tickets, and trucks worth the 8 tickets. Value of that. So we'll see the Squad Beans come onto contact very shortly, as well as Mumblemarines. We'll get down a bit low. And here we have the ambush already. Nordic, the SL. There it goes, the BTR down. A very nice ambush there from the Mumblemarines, getting on contact with Sphere Academy and Squad Beans. Mumblemarines still have the Humvee up, which Beginner is in, as well as Moonshine. So we do have 2 Humvees there. That's going to be 32 tickets. With a suppression there. Sphere Academy already taking 2 deaths, 3 deaths, as well as both Piss Miggy, and it looks like Tripax down for Squad Beans. Very nice setup of an ambush there from the Mumblemarines, succeeding on taking down that BTR. That's going to cost them 30 tickets for the Russian forces. We do have off the west 285-300 with Squad Beans on the other side of the river. They're going to head on over possibly very shortly, but what caught my eye is FSQ. Good old Finish Squad are coming on in. They're going to get on Flag's Eye, possibly look to block the cap. Now, with already Sarai captured, with FSQ getting on this, they could possibly block the cap, which Hasaria are going for, as well as Zulu X-Ray Delta. FSQ's Bennett going down there by, looks like Adrian from Hasaria. But if they block the cap, then that is going to allow for the American forces to get a bit more secure in. It's going to give them a lot more time, but it's also going to be a hell of a fight for FSQ to basically fight off right now two groups of Russians, being Hasaria and Zulu X-Ray Delta. FSQ doing a good job what they can do. Medics getting on board, getting up Bennett, good old deck gunner there, getting up his forces. They do have to deal with the ever The ever-heavy 165 South BTR located there. It hasn't shot any fires yet, but with Zulu X-Ray Delta and Hasaria around, they can start possibly getting this cap in with a neutralization there. Great for FSQ to get on board and basically get there as fast as possible. We are seeing this tactic a lot more than usual, since, of course, the version 7 being released. Let's get onto the file and see the situation for them. Blue being the American forces, red being the Russian forces.
It's a full squad here up in the F6 keypads.
A lot of Russians down, but also a lot of Americans down. FSQ losing casualties left, right, center. As long as there's a medic up, they can start getting people back up. It looks like FSQ's drunk 87, giving a bit of support fire from the riverside. The Americans have now captured Malakabad, which is situated just over to our north 1530, or towards the midsection of the map. We have 3, 4, and 1 covering each side of Malakabad. Fear Academy come under contact, which Fear Academy are the Russian forces, coming under contact with Old Man Bring Death, just situated to the, give or take, northeast of Malakabad.
Okay, so one, do you need the system
Russian army capturing Zai, so FSQ unfortunately not being able to hold off the two Russian groups, of course, Zulu X-Ray Delta and Hasaria. Finnish squad doing their best there, but unfortunately couldn't.
Yeah, we're moving shortly.
Now with squad beans heading across the river, coming under contact with, it looks like Mumble Marines, 2 Humvees situated just below us there. 16 tickets each, that's going to be 32 tickets if both taken out. Definitely more than a BTR being 30 tickets. They do have, looks like 1 squad beans going down there, Mag. We do have the My Revenge Reven still up, but we do have, of course, Mumble Marines Calm coming on around. Depends on who gets the shots off first.
Okay,
1 shot, 2 shots.
You, so you can move.
And there we go. So Reven took about 2 shots there, but Calm unfortunately going
Squad
down
3,
there. The SVD too powerful.
Backup, please let us know.
There looks like a Gen Kronos from Squad Beans getting a bit of a RPG, if not a GL, off on that Humvee with FC full contact just below me now. They're going to start securing that position. They still have 1 Squad Bean to deal with, which it looks like a medic. He's now going to get up his squad leader, Mashed Potatoes, or Squad Beans, the German clan. So we got a German v German clan here. FC full contact up against the Squad Beans. Welcome to CCFN 41, guys. It's already going off like fucking rockets. FSQ are still going to try and head over towards Flag's Eye. They have to do a 2 group though, a bit of a 2v1. So for FSQ to pull that off, it's going to be a hell of a battle for them. The good old Kohat can be full of surprises. They do have the BTR to deal with, off to the 165 South region.
Yeah, we know.
And also even Fear Academy's AGM getting him behind there. It looks like a Humvee was lost, so the FSQ Humvee was lost, so that means 16 tickets already deducted from the American score. 461 tickets in play for the Americans' top right-hand corner, 1 hour 51 left. In 9 minutes, we've had all this. We've already had an ambush of a BTR, followed by FSQ trying to get Flag's Eye just down here to stop the cap, but with Zulu X-Ray Delta and Hasaria coming on in, they're able to push out for FSQ. FSQ losing the Humvee, but hey, sacrifices you have to make. We do have, it looks like the Humvee's starting to push back now. Of course, powerful assets. They will cost 16 tickets each. A Humvee unguarded there as well. They have to be careful. And it looks like just an RPG missing one of the Humvees. They're going to start heading on back. Mumblering's going to take them out. We do have, it looks like, off to our northwest 300, 330 region. Squad Beans there. We've got Herman, Krieg, Tripax, and Mag. 3 Squad Beans from good old Squad Beans, the German clan. FC and Squad Beans still situated down here. Piss Miggy, Mashed Potatoes, Illuminous, and 1 other Squad Bean coming under contact only with a small force of FC full contact, which is the other German clan. Bit of a German action there. Old Man Bring Death situated just off to the northeast or so. The northeast of Malakabad, securing the northern side, which Fear Academy were trying to take. Fear Academy's Irish Ranger just up there. The Russian, basically, he's going to start going right to left and start seeing how many he can take out. Fear Academy look like they're taking a bit of an insurgent type push. 1 to 2 man squads, not going up together. course, that's my opinion on that. Easy from Fear Academy. Getting taken down there with the GL and the debris. Just getting to his left leg there, severing one of the arteries, bleeding out. And looks like the
Yeah, squad 3, we have
squad
enemies
Bs are doing their
in the
best
compound.
to
And
secure
squad
the
marker.
western side of Malakabad, just below us at the moment. 4, 5, 6 tickets left in play, guys.
2 minutes,
Welcome
squad
to
2,
Community
hold
Clan
up.
Fight Night 41. This is server 1, guys. We do have 2 servers up and running. Don't forget to check out the other server hosted by Hot Potatoes and a second commentator, Fear Academy's Red 6. They're going to be behind the cameras and the commentary. So go and check out good old twitch.tv/Community Clan Fight Night X. Give them some love. But yes, you are watching server 1 at the moment.
Pressing F5, F6.
Now with FSQ not pushing up as hard as they were before, coming into contact with Asari, a bit of Zulu X-Ray Delta there as well. Large amount of the force of Zulu X-Ray Delta I can't seem to find. But now FSQ looks like they're playing a bit more easy.
Okay, enemies have breached inside that compound.
Fear Academy DJM, as I stated before, looks like Fear Academy taking those sort of insurgent tactics, 1 to 2 man groups helping out other teams. Let's call them the mercenaries.
If you need help, FSQ will have to spawn back Malakabad since we're way too far away to die now. And then they can come back. There's circle.
Alright, let's get on up and let's see. So Fear Academy looks like they pushed in, possibly from the west side, the east side, sorry.
Do you need help?
Yeah, we have.
So possibly,
Yeah, we have also
right about the
enemies,
southeast, so
west
it's a
in the
possibility
compound.
that Fear
We need
Academy
to
are
counter
pushed
pop.
in there. I was unable to
FSQ,
capture
can you
their
spawn
movement.
Malakabad temporarily?
Copy, I'll still...
So now it looks like Bill Santu being the squad leader for Fear Academy here. Shradima getting up his boys there, saving tickets for the Russian forces. With some, looks like Fear Academy's Haze inside Malakabad or just outside the compound areas.
the focus hot
We
at
will
first
see
phase.
Dean come into contact with quite a few. He gets taken down. Takes down FSQ's Juzu, and now FA's Haze coming on in. Taking out Old Man Bring Death
Okay,
Lobby
guys,
after a lot
contact
of...
with spawn, Echo 4
We're gonna
and
start
move
falling
south.
Who's on the fob?
So the FOB region, they know where the FOB is. Russians know where the FOB is. FOB is situated just below me now, southwest. Haze and Dean try to come on in. Nice grenade there. Taking down FD's Hassel from
position, moving to you or the flex zone.
the outside debris. Even a bit of Squad Beans mashed potato pushing on in. And Fear Academy's Irish Rangers just outside the FOB room. Now the
is the fob secure at the moment?
Now the US will start possibly losing Malakabad, which they are. So Malakabad now getting captured by Fear Academy with the FOB room
enemies close.
surrounded. They may have to sacrifice that FOB by taking it down, with Fear Academy now pushing in from the South 195 sort of region. All the rest, even Old Man Bring Death's Peacemaker down, as well as Lempo. Fear Academy may sacrifice a couple of people pushing out of
the
Malakabad's
north of the
squad
FOB
to
already.
try and take this FOB, with even Squad Beans coming in from the southwest 240 region. Basically, the Russians are going to use quite a number of resources. Their GL taking down a large amount of Americans. FC, Old Man Bring Death taken out there. It's just going to be a spam of GLs. Even Haze is going to try and get into the room now, getting taken down there by FC Hazel. The GLs are going to start to get peppered around about 5 or so GLs for each grenadier launcher. That FOB, it will not be very secure within that
We're
room.
getting fucked at Malak right now, right?
So even the United States forces
Seems to
have
stuck in a
defended
FOB area.
Malakabad because Fear Academy pushed out too many
Technically, could be
forces.
captain flag.
Will the Americans give up that FOB by either taking it down or they allow them to capture it?
Retreat and come back from the main base with a Humvee.
See if you can
Lempo's
find
getting
a fob,
taken
should
down
be
there.
somewhere
We still have, looks like Joe 50D still alive. Grenade getting chucked out there,
Go
almost
back up,
friendly
up.
fire. Let's get on in and see how this sort of turns out. Piss Miggy walking over someone. Jason getting taken down here. Now the Russians is going to start getting in towards the compound now. And the FOB will start getting taken down. Squad Beans bringing in their members in from the West 285 region. Are there any Americans around to get it on up? We're going to have FC. One of the FC guys still alive. Possible medic. Ushichimata still alive for FC. But this FOB will go down. Too many Russians coming into the compound. That is going to cost 20 tickets to the American forces. Also possibly going to lose Malakabad now getting captured. Now we will see the American forces with the back foot now. Not very good for the Americans at this stage of the game. 16 minutes, of course, remaining, guys. Oh, wow. I haven't even taken a breath. Alright, well, this allows me to just take a little drink break. There we have it. Alright. So what do we have? In terms of KDs, I don't like to show it much. With such big maps like this, there's no real point in showing, I feel. Like, you got assets to deal with, fobs to deal with as well. But those are the KDs for you guys if you'd like to read it. In terms of the map situation, of course, the Americans will possibly start to lose Malakabad now. Looks like we do have Mumbarines even spawning in just behind Zai. Will they get to Zai in time to double neutral it? I'm not too sure. But with the neutralization of the Russians now taking a bad, Mumbarines will have to get there ASAP. But time is really against them. We do have, it looks like Squad 4 now,
Squad 2,
full
Squad 1,
contact now pushing in. Possibly located a fob
Trying to take down this
in Gulf
fire.
6.
I know my radar just being slow.
Yeah, we're trying to find it and push to the flag.
Yeah, there's a
But
fob
even
up here where we
even
are. We're trying
squad
to find
beans
another one.
are starting to like insurgent wise push up in the 1 or 2 numbers. Little hitman squads getting on out. Of course, they'll be able to locate people faster. Let's head on over towards full contact. They said they have been around the vicinity of a fob, so let's go out and check that. Let me press 0. That's going to allow me in the top left-hand corner. It's going to allow me to judge my my camera speed. If I don't need it, I'll get rid of it. It's like we do have Old Man Bring Death and FC. Had they located a fob, they had located their fob. Now FC and Old Man Bring Death are going to start getting up towards the radio tower area. So we do have just on this here Gulf 6 area. They're going to start going for the flag. Now let's have a look. FC's Rick. Rydock, he's going to start taking anyone off towards those 255 West region. He does have Irish Ranger to deal with over there. Even Rydock takes a bit of a hit. Now he goes down. Oh, Irish Ranger is definitely...
Okay, we have snipers already
Definitely
attacking us
great
coming
with scoped
from,
weapons.
the east.
Seen him in previous CCFNs, 41 weeks. So I've seen a lot of these guys play previous CCFNs as well as the groups and clans.
We didn't find any fob location here.
So
Squad
Rydock
3.
wasn't able to find any fob location just up towards the radio tower area. GLs are now going to stay up there. So Fear Academy's Haze on the GLs there, Irish Ranger on the scope. Let's have a look down towards the 195210 region. So we have Zulu X-Ray Delta now pushing over towards Malakabad. Saria come under contact with 1 FSQ. Looks like Drunk 87 there. Whole squad of Zulu X-Ray Delta and Asaria that they have to deal with. Give or take 2, 4, 5, maybe even six blokes. With more now pushing up. FSQ's Drunk 87 is going to try and take down as many as he can. It's only him he has to deal with. He's going to start bandaging now. And we'll have a look over towards the southwest 240 region where we did have the Mumbarines. Mumbarines said they
FSQ will
were
pull back the
looking
defense
for,
flag. And
for a possible fob there.
push loose out and stuff from there.
Your Academy's EJM for on the Russian side, just looking and scouting out,
G6 low key guys, full
finding the movement of Mumbarines, possibly calling back to Fear Academy. Fear Academy's squad league would then follow that into the other squads. But yes, off to the 255 West region, we do have Mumbarines and a BTR, a very harassing BTR located all the way there, southwest 120. Possible Zulash Ray Delta. I'm not too sure who's in that. It's a bit too... I think it's Destructo. But yes. Alright, let's head on back over. Let's see how the FC and Old Man Bring Death are doing in terms of trying to get onto the flag region. We'll head on over towards the north 345 region of the map. Of course, the next attack point for the Russian army will be this flag here, good old Shaka Kot. Now, a couple of Squad Beans started to push out. Mag as well as Da Herb from Squad Beans started to push out to get on up there. FSQ already back, securing the hills area. And the rest of the Squad Bean guys are back just below me here on the South 165 region, or just underneath me there. The rest of the forces of Russians are out towards the, give or take, south to southeast of Malakabad. Zulu X-Ray Delta, sorry, are now pushing out from their flag situated here, which is the Zaya flag, heading on over to this region. They're going to start to get in Malakabad and secure that. They do have the forces of Old Man Bring Death up to the 105-120 region, as well as our full contact FC, which are coming up towards the east to northeast. So we do have Old Man Bring Death now bringing a squad around.
Okay, guys,
they will come out of contact with contacts here, and FC trying to hold off.
Defend is fine for now.
So Mumble Marines now, looks like on the D6 keypads 2-3 in two Humvees are going to start coming back. Will they go from Malakabad from behind? Not too sure there. But 297 tickets to 1 hour 38. We're looking around about a 22 minutes that we've been playing for now. And it's been a hell of a battle. Definitely at the start of the stream. Definitely at the start of the stream, we saw the Mumble Marines ambush BTR, which Fear Academy and Squad Beans were in. FSQ trying to go for the second flag, or give or take the third flag, for the Russian forces. I think it might be second flag, which is Flag Zai, trying to hold them off there. They had to deal with Hasari and Zulu X-Ray Delta, even Zulu X-Ray Delta below me now. Come out of contact with Old Man Bring Death. Old Man Bring Death suppressing Hannah going down for Zulu X-Ray Delta. Rivian's still alive, as well as Jamie. And looks like Miss Jenny's still alive there. GLs and grenades getting thrown out there. Zulu X-Ray Deltas have to be careful. Now the Old Man Bring Death 4-man squad are going to start coming up. They do have Kylan, Limpo, and Peacemaker coming up from the East 105-120 region. They're going to start helping them out. But they have to be careful. It looks like a fob has been located. Fob has possibly been located just here. I can see the fob, which looks like Telemanen is going to get up. I am sorry, and I always do apologize for the butchering of names. But I just the first thing I see is what I say. So Anderson, Mel, as well as Limpo, Peacemaker, and Kylan are going to help secure the surroundings. They do have Fear Academy even pushing up from either side. Thempo and Haze still up, which are just located here. They're trying to pin Anderson. Haze gets taken down by Anderson. Miss Jenny gets taken down, as well as Thempo taking down Anderson. But that fob may get dug up, and that fob is down. So that's going to cost 20 tickets for the Russian forces. We do have...
I think there's one south of me, Mark.
We do have, it looks like the Mumble Marines getting ambushed, which I did miss, but it looks like Asari ambushing Mumble Marines there. That's a Humvee in the open, 16 ticket grab there. Only an RPG, for a Russian RPG, has to come over and get on that. Squad Beans heading up towards the West 285 region, which is just over towards here. And there's a possibility that there may be a fob around here. I do see a fob marker, but where is the fob? That is the question. But it looks like Moonshine is now going to start spawning in. Calm as well. There was only Hasari's Pavulon that was up, looking around. BTR now coming on in, which is Zulu X-Ray Deltas and EJM. They're going to start getting along. They're going to start getting along that road. They have to start getting in. Two Humvees. They both have to start suppressing the BTR just behind. The BTR minimal opponent, one Humvee down, 16 tickets there. Calm couldn't do it. Nordic's now going to start getting out, getting pinned down there from Lizik from HSR or Saria. Now Nordic down, BTR still up. BTR's going to come on around and take out that other Humvee just below me now. That's another 16 tickets, 32 tickets just taken down for the American forces. 249 tickets now in play, 1 hour 35. Definitely what a hell of a match this evening for CCFN. 41 on server 1. Americans on the back foot, losing that fob as well. Just located where Haze and Bill Santu were. Fob going down there. FC or full contact, and or a couple of old men bring death as well up towards that 1530 region. The old man bring death, and it looks like spotted Mumbaroons as well up on this hill here, just located just below me. We do have Salami, Anderson, and Antelli. Let's get up higher. Let's see what the movement are for the American forces. So the Reds, of course, being the Russians, guys. Just located off to our 300 northwest. So they're around about the south side, maybe even southwest side of Malakabad. We do have Rusky inside Malakabad. 239 tickets in play. Squad Beans now, I can see off to the distance. Maybe hard for you guys to see because of the stream quality. I do apologize for that. We do have off to the northwest 330 region. Squad Beans now, what they're trying to do is get in behind here and try to maybe even hit it from the west side, which is, of course, the defend flag for the Americans, D flag, A flag for the Russian forces. FSQ are going to try and hold them off.
Squad 3, there is a enemy rally close to your position.
With the fob located, the American fob located just inside the compound, or inside the flag marker. Those compounds just off to the 1530 there. That's a respawn point for them. But Squad Beans now going to start getting around good old an FSQian just below me now. He does have Piss Miggy, Mashed Potato, Herma, and Mag. 4-man squad off to the northwest 330. Just located, give or take, in this region here. And we do have, looks like Bennett and John from FSQ located up towards the north. Now, it just depends where Squad Beans go. They're probably going to check up to the northern side of the flag to check out for any fobs. And if any fobs are located there, they'll come into contact with Bennett and John very, very shortly. We'll stick with this. See if these two FSQians, which are very good at defending, by the way. Johnny now suppressing, and GL's coming on in. Having that GL is a killer. Johnny's now going to start suppressing, and a nice, is that a rocket? I think it was FSQ's Nulju there with the Allure, saving his squad there. Beautiful, taking down Mashed Potatoes as well as Mag. Looks like only Piss Miggy is still up. Great job there from Nulju, MC Nulju from Finnish squad, getting it behind, and beautiful. Wasn't marked. It wasn't marked. It was just beautifully coordinated from FSQ. We still have looks like now one Squad Bean still alive. Over towards here. Piss Miggy down, and another Squad Bean's down. FSQ doing what they do best, is a beautiful defense. It wasn't so long ago that definitely they got that. They got that little trait by me, but the Herb is trying to find the fob.
Okay.
He knows there's a fob located here, and it's actually just located there, not inside the compound, sorry. It's just located towards the southwest in the field. Squad Beans will know that there's a fob there. They will start pushing their guys up, even calling in for another squad to help them out to get that fob down. We do now have a cap for the American forces. Let's get back over towards Malakabad. 212 tickets in play, 1 hour 30. We do have Old Man Bring Death situated just below me now, even surrounding FC as well, surrounding Malakabad. Only Pintu and Easy still alive in terms of Malakabad. We do have even Old Man Bring Death around about a 4-man squad. They do have Zulek Ray Deltas coming in behind them. So now Salami, I don't know if Salami's there actually. Yeah, Salami's there, he's down. We've got Soda Peacemaker as well as Anderson still alive. Grenade out. That's going to be devastating for if that hits. No. They were just lucky to stay alive there. Anderson will have Sasuke or Sas coming up down. Sas takes down 1, 2, takes down 3, clears the hill. Squad leader for the win. He's now going to start taking that side, which is the southeast side. Let's have a look at the compound now. Looks like only Pintu's still alive as well as Fear Academy's easy. United States neutralizing Malakabad. That's going to get him back into the game. We do have FC full contact just below me at the old FOB location. Off down towards the 255 West region, we do have Mumbarines either side. So we are looking, give or take. Let's zoom out. We do have Mumbarines over here taking out enemies that are trying to cross with Hasaria and Squad Beans, Fear Academy as well, just off to those 255 West region. This could be the turning point that the Americans really need. With around about 31 minutes of play. CCFN 41, guys. Get on in it. Holy dooly.
Taking it from.
The Mumbarines now, 225 West region. They do have a consolidated HSR force, sorry, Asarians. If a couple of jails can get in there and start peppering that sort of region, which it did.
1 and 4, you're free to build a new fob on your location.
The Mumbarines will start dealing with them. They do have Squad Beans. Squad Beans are going to start going for the flag again. We do have Fear Academy's Dean 050 here from Fear Academy. Squad Beans Herb as well. But looks like Squad Beans are going to start heading back over to where the Americans are situated, just there. Possibility that the FSQ is now going to start getting in the transporter and start pushing back over towards Malakabad. Is it the time to do so? I'm not too sure, but we'll see what happens. And if that was
back to south.
FSQ there, Bennett now calling in that he's going to start falling back to the south around Malakabad. We do have, in terms of on the contact or the compound, Fear Academy's Pintu's still alive. FC, there's too many of them. They're going to start capturing this as well. Old Man Bring Death now pushed back over to get their lads up. Now, the Americans blah, 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 blah. Far out. Have captured Malakabad.
1 and 4, you want to build a new fob on your location?
We've seen flags captured, taken, flags captured again. Old Man Bring Death taking down Zulu X-Ray Delta, taking down that transporter there. If it's not ours, let's have a look. It is ours. A lot.
Yeah, where you want you guys to go?
We are the closest ones to
Asaria and Fear Academy. Back over towards their flag's eye. Maybe staying around that region, full contact. It's located still in that good old fob room, just located north of Malakabad. And Mumbarines now just getting a bit pinned there in that region with Asaria, Squad Beans, a bit of a mixture of everyone coming on up. Looks like Zlipnit getting taken down, but even good old Illuminus there from Squad Beans getting taken down as well. Deceptress getting taken down there from Fear Academy. Easy. We do have, looks like now, Squad Beans and Fear Academy now pushing up towards the 300 Northwest region, which is this line here. And was there any Squad Beans that went up towards the flag? No, they didn't. They didn't go up towards the North 15 or flag or the last D flag, which the fob is located there, which is the good old COT flag. They're going to start pushing back down and try to take Malakabad from this area. Full contact situated just below us. And Old Man Bring Death are going to start heading over towards Flag's Eye. They do have Fear Academy and Hasaria to deal with, or HSR. If you guys have just joined the stream or whatever, we do have good old CCFN 41 Code Tour River Valley AAS version 1. US forces made up of Mumbarines, Finnish squad, Old Man Bring Death, and full contact with the Russian forces made up of Fear Academy, Squad Bean, Zulu X-Ray Delta, and Hasaria. 41 weeks of CCFN, guys. Another 11 weeks. They'll make 52 weeks in a year. You add it up.
Yeah, we still have
It'll be
enemies
1 year of Community Clan Fight Night. This is not a competitive event, guys. This is just getting clans together for a Sunday evening of community showdown. No prizes are won or respect is earned. It's just playing squad. How a squad should be played. A lot of communication, a lot of tactics, and new metas. Alright, looks like we do have Zulu X-Ray Delta 225 West, located just, yeah, to the west of us, duh. Sorry, now pushing right to left, even Dean. And it looks like Squad Bean's taken one Hazarian taking the northwest hills. So that's located here. So we do have enemies coming in from here, Russians. A couple of Russians heading over towards this region here as well. Squad Beans and one Hazarian just over towards here. Squad 4 being full contact if I'm not mistaken. And it looks like Mumblerine's Nordic squad's going to start coming back over towards Malakabat as well. FOB located on, or that is a FOB for,
Hey, Lodging, hold
for the Americans located on the Malakabat. Or say Logi truck will need to get that up, or they have to wait the 5 minutes for that to activate. All membering death, just coming in from this region here. Trying to head on over towards site.
No, keep pushing
They have a
closer.
Saria to deal with as well as take us up.
I'll think about putting a fob up for a move in.
And possibility of FSQ. FSQ doing a really nice job taking down the advancing Squad Bean forces up towards their last D flag, which was up towards Shakar Kot, coming under contact around here, doing some really good defending there, something that they're really good at. Old Man Bring Death now coming under contact from both sides. Behind them, Fear Academy's Irish Ranger getting in behind. They're getting hit from the south, 165 regional, up the river, and also even a bit down the river as well.
Yeah, with enemies already at the FOB. Enemies found the FOB, but he's down.
So enemies have found the FOB. Looks like Fear Academy's and Zulu X-Ray Delta's bread. So Fear Academy's EJM as well as Zulu X-Ray Delta bread getting into the compound. They found the FOB, so that'll be marked in. Squad Beans and Zulu X-Ray Delta are going to start pushing in from the 285-300 region. A large force. You got two forces here pushing on in. Only one force. A couple Mumbrines heading on in just below us now. Let's get up high. You're gonna lose a bit of sound.
Good job.
Blues are Americans. Reds are the Russian forces. The cap is starting to blink now.
Because he got wiped. So they pushed in reinforcements from northwest on both sides. But I mean, after they started running, a few guys are running north, so in the center now, pretty much on this mark.
Nordy and Slipnit going down there from Mumbrines.
Northwest.
So the US Army have defended Malakabat. It's not blinking anymore. Once more Russians get in towards the cap zone, then we will start to see it. But this is how it is situated, guys. Anyone that pushes outside the compound of Malakabat are sure to be targeted and shot. Even there, Mumblerine's beginning getting taken down there from a Furicadian EJM.
Squad 4, your men are way too tight. You're gonna get grenaded to death. You need to spread out in the fucking field.
Alright, looks like now the Russian forces are going to start capturing Malakabat up towards the 285-300 northwest region. Squad Beans coming in there. Zulu X-Ray Delta coming in from the 225 region. A couple of Fear Academy Zulu X-Ray Deltas coming in from the southwest. Now they're going to start breaching the compound with the FC and Old Man Bring Death basically up. But we do see the Russians pushing in strong. 178 tickets left. 120, 1 hour 20 in play. EJM taking a couple of shots there and taking down two. Fear Academy's EJM taking down Rydok as well as Joe 50. Now with the Russian forces pushing up very, very strong. Even some Mumblines out now just below me. 161 tickets remaining for the Americans. Even the Americans are starting to try to push in on Zai, which I want to go check. But with the possible neutralization very soon for the Russian forces, the Americans will have to start pushing on Zai as much as possible. Now FC and Marines pushing in from the northeast region. And they're getting taken down there from Zulu X-Ray Delta's Nordic taking her out. I can only assume it's a herd. I'm sorry if it is a guy that's named Hannah. But we do have now Marines starting to push into the compound. They do have a heavily consolidated force of Russians. Medics trying to get them up. 155 tickets remaining now for the American forces.
Just on the fob now. Pushing up towards you. With the ammo as far away from the fob.
Squad beans as well.
Copy.
Let's have a look. And the fob is still located on Malakabad. Just located in the compounds here. But Marines and FC working together here to try to secure the compounds. They have to deal with squad beans.
Squad 4, you need all your men inside the cap zone.
They have to deal with squad beans and Zulek Delta Asari as well. It's a 2v.
Guys, might be the best bet to hold Malak until the end of the game.
It's a 2v3. Russians neutralizing Malakabad now. Of course, capturing it will reduce the tickets of the Americans quite significantly. FC are outside the cap zone, but dealing with squad beans up towards the, give or take, 285-300 region. Now Russians pushing into the compound. Nordic calling out there, please, Squad 4, get inside the cap zone.
We are in the cap zone, guys. We are in the cap zone. We're not moving anywhere else.
Russians a bit too strong now.
We're down in the north, guys.
The squad beans overpowering, as well as some HSRians overpowering FC up towards the northern region. Now we do have Old Man Bring Death, FSQ, FC spawning in. We need to see a large amount of spawns, even sacrifice. As one of the squad leads said, maybe it's a good deal to all defend Malakabad for the end of the game.
South and west.
But they have to be careful. They don't want to replay. They don't want to replay of what happened before earlier in the game when the fob was taken from that compound there. Is if they all consolidate in the fob area, they'll just get grenaded. They'll just get GL'd. So now they have to start pushing out together, getting into each corner if possible, every nook and cranny. Even Chris Miggy here taking down a couple, gets taken down himself. Medics have to get on board. They have to start getting their boys up. 138 tickets, 1 hour, 17 left in play. The Americans, it's a do or die right now. They can't lose the flag. They can't lose the fob. You're looking at a significant amount of tickets now. Americans have to start working together to try and get on in. Even pushing up in 1 to 2 man teams, securing each nook and cranny of the compound. They still have Zulu Trade Delta and squad beans to deal with. Squad beans even located just out towards north of the Malakabad. One medic per person should be enough. But yes, it's down to Malakabad for the American forces that they are in desperate need to secure this compound. As long as they know how to defend it, the Russians will keep pushing it. They want to get that fob. They want to get the compound. Malakabad now neutralized by the Americans. Americans now gaining a bit of advantage, taking on back. But you will see the Russians start to waste their resources trying to get a fob and a flag. Who wouldn't? But the Americans have to be careful, spread out, because once GLs and grenades start coming in, you're going to see Americans go down like flies. Yes, good old CCFN 41, fuck me, this is a great one. GL's out, that's maybe going to get 1 or 2. No, yes, actually does, takes down Suzuku. FSQ's drunk, unfortunately taking down 2, bit of a cook grenade there, possibly. But the Americans now, even Old Man Bring Death coming on out from the 195-210 region. So they're going to start to come on up. They're not going to start attacking Zai anymore. They want to really hold off Malakabad. Allow for the Russians to waste their tickets. Possibility of even a fob located up towards the 285 or a spawn point.
We have enemy sniper, Foxtrot 6.
Old Man Bring Death, they're going to come into contact with squad beans. Now, all man bring death. They're now going to start pushing to the 300 northwest region. It has to be definitely a rally point just situated here. A lot of Zulu X-ray deltas spawning in. Rally point possibly located just in here. Yes, it is. But Americans are going to try their best to hold out Malakabad, savor their resources, let the Russians waste what they can. Zulu X-ray Delta now coming on in, captured there for the American forces, capturing Malakabad. Old man bring death. Mumble Marines now pushing to the compounds located here. Zulu X-ray Delta getting hit hard from Old man bring death and Mumble Marines. Good work for the American forces. They have to really stress to each
that
other.
mod size. Pretty good defended.
Yeah, fuck mod side. We need to buy the ticket blade. Get on defense.
Yeah. Everybody get on defense. Kill them.
So now what they want to do, they want the
I
ticket
think
bleed
we're
to happen.
taking down a good couple of their BTO.
It looks like a large amount of forces now. There's definitely a fob over towards the west area with a lot of squad beans spawning in. Zulu X-ray Delta as well. Of course, they're spawning in from this region, just located here. Just give or take, if I can pinpoint it correctly, waterfalls. Give or take, around about these two areas here, they're spawning in from. Possible fob located over there. But Mumble Marines will have to start getting up high, getting even up far, far northwest, maybe 2 to 3 man squads, getting that secured region. They have to really be careful, and I do stress that Americans do have to be careful their southeast region. Of course, this hill is a killer hill, definitely for snipers. Snipers get up on that, they can take down anyone on Malakabad. But yeah, good communication here for the American forces. 126, they may take it.
Fields west, Malak.
I felt that the Russians were definitely tickets ahead of them. But with the Americans looking to defend Malakabad and not push up anymore, they're going to allow for the Russians to waste their tickets and let them bleed their tickets dry.
Do not use any points on the Malakabad fob. We need another ammo crate over here.
So Moonshine, look at that. Zulu X-ray Delta's Jamie.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, copy that.
Crawling. Piss Miggy now, it's trying to suppress a couple of Mumble Marines just close. Taken down, it looks like Anderson, if I'm not mistaken. There we do have even Jamie getting through that little crack there. There was a little crack. Possibly not. But now the Russian forces are going to start pushing in from the west 285 region. There are no Russians that I can see pushing in from the 165 south. They're getting back on defense as well onto Zai, which we do have Asaria and Fear Academy over there. We are running a 15-minute delay. That's the most that, of course, we can do. It is a community event. We don't expect people to stream snipe. If you stream snipe, you're really just destroying it for yourself and your clan. There's no gains in really winning this. Sure, you can do it on a competitive event, but that's of course my opinion. There's no point. If someone wants to stream snipe right now, you're really just getting yourself and a really bad name for your clan. But even here, look at Scout. Scout getting in behind enemy lines. Hasn't even been noticed. Scout is really good with an RPG. Even an LAT. But how the hell did Scout get over here? I'm not sure. But he has to be very, very careful. Because he is behind enemy lines. He's got a Luminous just up to his 165. Scout taking 2 down. Can he take everyone down to Rambo? No, unfortunately there, Suzuki or Sass from Zulu X-ray to take it down. Good on you, Scout, for trying your best to take down as many as you can. We do have, looks like Jonathan here still alive. Zulu X-Ray Delta's recruit Jonathan just below me. We do have now the American forces getting in.
Alright guys, hold here. We're gonna see if we can get their fucking fob.
Getting it around. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful coverage from the American forces now. Nice little circle there. I'm a bit worried if the Russians were looking to go further north and try to get in and around. Maybe having one guy situated there, and fuck me, look. That's what I just said. And I knew it would be squad beans as well, because that's what they've done previously. So you have Daherb, Mag, Piss Miggy, as well as Mashed Potatoes. They're going to start heading on up, possibly just up towards the 330, 345 north region here. 4-man squad. You do have a squad lead up there. So definitely they could place a fob, they could place a rally point or whatever up towards here, then start heading from this region. That open there, definitely not good. Daherb and Mag, Piss Miggy, Mashed Potatoes are now going to start heading down, probably this dry riverbed just here, not to try to get in too much coverage. Will they place down a fob for their forces? I'm not too sure. They have to have a 5-minute wait. 1, 2, 3 tickets anyway in play for the American forces. 1 hour and 8 minutes. Wow. Or only round 1, 2. This is round 1. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's get back on over. We do have Mummarines. Actually, so yeah, a bit of spotted Mummarines FSQ just below us now. Trying to basically secure this side here, whoever's alive. Mummarines are going to try and go for the fob, which is Scout Saw. Calm's going to start heading on over with the SVD. The SVD? Don't know why that's an SVD flag. It's a sniper, but he would have the new American sniper, of course. We'll go and see Calm now. He could hear the sniper just located here, if it is a sniper. God Bean's Revenge.
Squad 1, we have one enemy in the water north of you. He's coming out context north of the fob marker. Okay, Squad 1, we have also enemies on my position.
So it looks like Squad 4 has enemies on Squad 4's position here, which we do have Fear Academy's EJM.
Careful with the tickets, boys. It's gotta be close.
99 tickets left. 99 tickets left for the American forces. We do have still some couple of forces on Zybe, which I'll stay back. Looks like Fear Academy, HSR, working together to defend that. But we do have even a squad here, Fear Academy, Dean, Irish Ranger, and Thempo coming in from the southeast 150 region. 98 tickets left. 97 tickets left, sorry. But, of course, as I stated before, with the squad beans situated coming up from the north 15 region, there is a large gap here. There is no one watching this direction here. Only now FC's Taro is going to start looking from that direction. If the squad beans have placed a fob, then we will have a bit of a problem. But that's going to take 5 or so minutes to activate for the Russians. In that meantime, the Americans have to basically hold out Malakabad, allow for the Russians to waste their tickets. Mummarines 3-man squad now. Looks like Nordic, Beginner, Moonshine, even looks like Cola just below and Calm up towards the high or 225 West region. He's now going to get taken down from Revenge. With only one guarding the fob area. Looks like Zulu X-Ray Delta's Destructo. He's got a bit of a scope there. Let's have a look at maybe the SVD. Yes, it is. SVD for Destructo. He's going to start securing the surrounding area of the fob. Nordic and Moonshine Beginner may come into contact very, very shortly. Let's have a look on Malakabad and the surrounding side. So we do have squad beans up towards that north 1530 region. I don't think they have been opening fire much. It's a possibility they might have been. Even Piss Miggy using his GL there. but not drawing attention maybe to that area, which is a good idea. GLs, that's fine, because you're unsure sometimes where a GL is coming from, but if the squad beans don't open fire, they wait, and they just call it in to maybe other squads. Unfortunately, their mashed potatoes getting a bit of a headshot rolling down the hill there. His medic's going to start getting him up. Looks like we do have FSQ's John as well as Schmiegel. FSQ's Schmiegel looking up towards that area. So now they know that squad beans will be coming from that area.
Action northeast on those machine gun markers.
So there we have it.
F6,
So
keep it 8.
now we will see.
Yeah, copy there. Also grenade launcher northwest.
Squad 4 now are going to look towards that area, or some Americans are going to look towards that area. Squad 3, Squad 2, I think they're coming out of contact with a bit of Fear Academy HSR, and now we do see more or less a couple of Fear Academy's HSR pushing out of the defend point, trying to read the teams. Are they low on tickets? I'm not too sure. 90 tickets remaining for the Americans, though. We are seeing a less ticket bleed than normal that we saw when they lost the fob and the flag at Malakabad.
Vehicles, that logi truck and stuff.
So it looks like a logi truck and another vehicle's been destroyed. 8 tickets, I believe, for each there, which I've been making mistakes over the past couple of weeks, saying it's 4 tickets.
South from Malak, pushing in on the fob.
FC's Riddick, yes, but it is 8 tickets. I'm positive it's 8 tickets for each. Looks like Nordic now getting his guys down. Zulu X-Ray Delta's Destructo calling into his squad, being give or take Zulu X-Ray Delta and FA. Same, we've got an advancing force coming in from here. Because remember, Destructo was located just on that 285-300 area, just around near the fob. So of course he would see that, call it into his squads, and say we've got an advancing force there with EJM and Zulu X-Ray Delta now peppering over. It looks like the Mummarines now down, even calm, located up towards that 240 west, southwest. Let's have a look. Malakabad is still under the control of the American forces, doing a really good job in terms of defense, allowing for the Russians to waste their tickets. We do have a squad being still coming in from that 300, 345 north region. A couple of Mummarines and FCs pushing out towards that way.
Yeah, it's all bunker.
But now we see a true version 7 game, and what we've seen from version 7 since sort of release, maybe even 7.1, is that it's not all about attacking. Sometimes it is just about defending. They do have the version 7 defenses in play as well, with the new Hescos, of course the new sandbags, etc, etc. They're not using it. Actually, now they are. Now I've just said that, it's a possibility they're going to start using maybe even some ammo crates there or defenses. But we do see sometimes both teams on a constant defense. It's a bit of a stalemate. It's a bit of a gridlock. But hey, you've got 2 hours to waste. It's not how pre-version 7 used to be. It used to always be attack, attack, attack. We see a bit of a different meta, or a different bit of a strategy from each clan. And definitely over the past give or so couple of weeks since version 7 sort of dropped, we have been seeing that in CCFN. If not on server 1 or server 2. But definitely a different change here. Americans now, of course, taking their time. They want to defend Malakabad. They want the Russians to come on in and waste their tickets, and it may be paying off for them. 79 tickets remaining. We now see a couple of Russians starting to straggle in from the 165 south sort of region. Fear Academy's Haze and Shradima coming in from that direction. We have OMBD securing the hillside. They have to be careful. There is one squad beam that was up here, getting it around, which is Kronos. I think he took down a couple of the Old Man Bring Death just on the hill there, just getting in behind there. Mummarines and FC, give or take, securing this region here. They do have the gap here, and they do have a gap here, even getting 1 or 2 guys around that area. They do have now Zulu X-Ray Delta coming in from the 240, 255 west. We may look at a last offensive. We could read this maybe as the Russians' last offensive to get onto the flag. It sometimes shows that they are low on tickets, but we can only assume at this time, not being able to see what the Russians have. I don't like switching over to the other side to see what they have. There's no point. I used to do it a lot, but actually you get a lot more of a surprise. Definitely a lot more of a surprise when you just see the screen bring up and it's like, oh, you've won or lost by this amount of tickets. But Americans doing really good on Malakabad now, with the Americans trying to sort of get on in. A bit of the Zulu Straight Deltas, Fear Academians just down from the 240, 245 region. Still Miss Jenny still alive, as well as Bread. But yeah, we're definitely seeing one hell of a battle. Do they want to play round 2? I don't know. Because it's definitely 4 squad leaders. It'll be definitely just mind-numbing. Just constant headaches. Looks like Squad Beans still spawning in from the 330, 345 region. They do have, looks like even there, Mummarines Cola. Now, oh, actually, Calm getting taken down there from Magma. He tried to get it up behind. Even there we have it, Mummarines Cola there trying to get up behind as well. I don't think a FOB is located here. I think it was just a rally point for Squad Beans. I don't see any other Russians spawning up from where they came from. So I don't think there is any FOB around there. 63 tickets remaining now. Looks like a vehicle just exploded there, which it had. That's another truck down for the American forces. That's going to take around about 8 or so tickets off them. 62 tickets remaining for the American forces on round 1, server 1, CCFN 41. So many ones happening. But yes, who will be the one to win this round? Americans do it. Each clan doing what they're trying to do. Of course, the objective is to now defend, but they are pushing out as a squads, dealing with every enemy that they can deal with. FSQ's Bennett, and it looks like Armor there. They will have, from the 120, it looks like Irish Ranger as well as Haze coming in from that direction.
Spill 3, watch out.
And there we go, Karma getting taken down. So we do have Haze getting taken down there. Sacrificing there. Irish Ranger. Does he have a medic coming on up, which I believe he does. He has Shredema coming on over. We do see Shredema each week for Fear Academy coming in as medic. Very good medic. And we do have Old Man Bring Death around that sort of side. They were dealing with a couple of Fear Academians up towards that south sort of side. I do see quite a few long shots. Here we have Sarius Erie, just off to the 210 southwest region. But yes, just below me now, we do have 255 West. We do have a good old FC, FSQ around this area. Looking at Malakabad, we do see the Americans pushing out a bit too much. They shouldn't look at doing this. Do you know why? Because just up towards the 285, 300 region, we have now a massive gap. A massive gap for the Americans. 56 tickets remaining, 57 minutes remaining in terms of the time or what is on the clock. We do have now Zulu X-Ray Delta coming on up, and one or so Squad Beans, even Fear Academy and ZJM coming in from that West 285 region. A massive gap now here. Americans pushing too far out. OMBD pushing a bit too far down south. Couple of FSQs pushing up and trying to come in contact with Squad Beans situated here, but now they have to really be careful, Americans, and really secure their tickets.
Squad coming in from the west.
Copy. On the western compound of Malak.
So, it looks like Blue Light Trade Delta, and it looks like Squad Beans Tripbacks now going to start to move up. DJM down. Now looks like a bit of trade. First trade I've seen. Looks like Zlipnit and Tripax getting a bit of a trade there. One shot each for each other. FSQ's Drunk 87 getting taken down as well. We do have, it looks like...
Yes, quarterly 1, somewhere north of you, we have enemy movement.
Looks like Moonshine just there getting up his mate. Taking down Zulu X-Ray Delta's Suzuki there, or SAS. Basically the same acronym as me. Good old Saint Sasius for SAS. We do have Squad Beans now. Fear Academy Schmiegel there getting in behind with a bit of a, maybe an ACOG he could be using. Giving a bit of havoc there to Squad Beans. 50 tickets remaining, 49 now tickets remaining, 55 minutes. Old Man Bring Death pushing up towards that southwest 165 region. But they do have to be careful of the 120 southeast region. Looks like Asari tried to push around with Hasari as Popo. Lizik still alive, as well as Mivosh unfortunately down, sorry. But we do have Lizik still alive in that area. We even have a couple of... Who do we have up there? It looks like a rally point. 2 FSQ guys, Nulju and Bennett. Nulju is on the law, or the lat, and we do have Bennett being the squad lead there. I see this quite often now. Squad leaders will not move up with their squad. They will tend to make a bit of a scout role, calling it into other squads of directions of where people are coming from. Inside the compound, there is no someone inside the compound. FC looking up towards the north, as well as FSQ on BD-ish. Mummarines looking up towards the 240 southwest region, coming under contact with Zulu Trade Delta in those compounds that they're going to...
We have enemies
be careful
north of Malakabad.
The north of Malakabad now, Squad Beans now going to start to try and push into. Herb still up mashed potatoes, as well as Illuminous. With, it looks like 3 Zulu Trade Deltas, Hannah, Jamie, as well as Bread down. With Old Man Bring Death now pushing in to this compound here. Have they found something, or are they just stopping the advancing forces coming in from Flag's Eye? Flag's Eye is situated over here, which is the A flag for the Americans. They aren't looking to attack here. They are looking just to defend. Old Man Bring Death looks like they're starting to suppress a couple of Fear Academians that are coming in from that region. 46 tickets remaining for the American forces. Malakabad seems pretty secure. The Russians are possibly looking for the last offensive. They must be low on tickets. As well as the Americans, we are possibly looking at a close game. I will show you the KDs. I'm not a fan of KDs, but this is the KDs, guys. 290 kills for the American forces, 228 kills for the Russian forces. Reason why I'm not a big fan is because we also have FOBs and assets we have to deal with, as well as ticket bleeds. You just can't really sort of go off KDs. But now looks like Mummarines pushing into the compound, taking down Zulu Stray Deltas and some squad beans there. With FSQ and Mummarines taking this compound. Situated just here. Americans doing really well to get back into this game. They were on the back foot, but they are now really giving it to the Russians. It all depends on how close it is.
I think the Russians are holding, give up.
So Bennett.
I've been observing these guys for a minute. Dead Russians, they haven't given up.
Really good to hear from Bennett. As I stated before, squad leaders were now, I've seen it with FSQ, I think Asaria as well, in past CCFNs, but here we do have Bennett, squad lead for the Finnish squad. He's looking at the dead bodies. How smart is this? He's looking at the dead bodies of Russians. He notices they aren't giving up. That's a sign that they want to save on tickets. Really good here from FSQ's Bennett. I've never seen that sort of before. I've always noticed that if we don't see a large amount of forces giving up, or if there's no medic nearby, then it's like, oh, okay, yeah. They must be really weak on tickets. But Bennett there, really, really beautiful from observing these guys. We do even have a couple of Russians here still down. FSQ Mummarines pushing up towards the 255 West region. Even Zulu X-Ray Deltas trying to come in from the 300 Northwest. We do have a couple of Mummarines FC full contact. Holding them off just over towards that bridge area. Bridge, of course, located over here. They know that there's a fob there. They tried to go for the fob from before, but they couldn't. Even squad beans, and it looks like mainly squad beans and two Zulu X-Ray Deltians are located just over towards that fob region. The question is, what will happen? What is going to happen with 45 tickets remaining? We still have 51 minutes. 51 minutes. If it goes both defense stalemate, it really comes down to who has the large amount of tickets left. But my god. Really, really good gameplay. Round one. It's only round one. It is only round one. Like, average time for A CCFN or squad game is around about 45-50 minutes. From doing this for since CCFN 15, we're on 41 at the moment. So what's that? 25 weeks. The average game for a CCFN, even squad games, around about 45-50 minutes. Since V7 has sort of come out, we're now seeing a longer games. We've played a full 2 hours before in a few CCFNs past. Even it looks like here 3-man squad of Fear Academy are gonna try and get him behind. Full squad of Fear Academy. They're gonna take in a real offensive here. Just located just below me. They're gonna start taking this road up and maybe even try and come in from this region. 44 tickets remaining. 44 tickets remaining. Your Academy now are going to start disembarking. They're going to head up towards the radio tower region. Possibly seeing Bennett up there before. Maybe that's who they're trying to target, or look for any fobs around that sort of region. But Fear Academy are going to try and get in. 44 tickets remaining. Old Man Bring Death pushing up. Getting secured in these compounds here. It's a bit outside Malakabad, but they did really good to defend off Hasaria and Fear Academy located on Zai. We still have Hasaria still located on Zai, or Flag Zai. Flag Zai is this, or Mohad Zai. I call it Zai, it's just a bit easier. Malakabad still under the control of the US forces. Marines FC looking to secure this region here. Even a couple of FSQ are going on the attack, trying to get the FOB region. Yeah, of course, unsuccessful for one. Good old deck gunner from FSQ. Still, Juzu's still up. He's going to try and crawl on over, but they do have squad beans up towards the West 255 long, and a couple around that sort of FOB marker. I think Zulu 3 Deltians. But Fear Academy is the one to watch out for now. 43 tickets remaining for the Americans. I'm not too sure how the Russians are going in terms of their tickets. They will be low and they will be around the same or so. 60, 75 east is where they're coming in from. We're looking around about give or take this region here. They're going to start to push on down.
Yeah, good job, good job.
They're really holding back now. They're low on tickets, boys.
Yeah.
They've been for a while.
42 tickets remaining. They know it's been a long and tough fight for the American forces. They had a really good run at the start, taking down that BTR. Marines taking down that BTR just located there. Nice little ambush, taking out Fear Academy and two squad beans. We did see even FSQ. I think their wreckage of a Humvee is located over there, but they try to get on Flag Zai to stop in the cap. Doing their best. What they could do there. Unfortunately, getting taken back from Zulu X-Ray Delta and Sari, I believe it was, and then it was really the offensive for the Russians on Malakabad. A FOB was located in this compound here for the American forces. They had too many Russians to deal with. They were too consolidated, with Fear Academy pushing in from the compound. Squad Beans pushing in from that western region. Soon enough,
FSQ,
GLs started to pepper that FOB, and that was it.
Like
Then we saw the Americans really frantic. They didn't really know what to do. There was a bit of biting at each other in terms of the squad leads. But now they're really starting to work together. They try to go back for Zai. They got peppered out. So what they try to do is basically now secure Malakabad, which they did. But they have Fear Academy now coming up behind. Dean and Easy are coming up on in. Americans have been doing really well in terms of their ticket bleeds over the past multiple amounts of minutes. But now they really have to be careful just with Fear Academy coming up behind. and try to get inside the compound, because we do have a fob located down here. That's going to be 20 tickets. That fob gets taken out. It's going to take 21 tickets down. It could now get into an even game. As of now, the fob is gone red. Now we're going to see Squad Beans and Riddick now pushing on back and try to get there. We've got Easy there, we've got Dean there, we've got Pinsu there. Really smart play for Fear Academy, and they actually might save their team by doing this. Are they going to capture this fob in time? Really, FC have to not think twice and just rush in as an entire squad and get it there. If that fob goes down, that's 20 tickets. 40 tickets now, 20 tickets. If it goes down, and they've dug themselves in. They've dug themselves in. They didn't. Look at this. You can't. You need to get through there. Rincey has to get there in time. He can't think twice. He has to get on it. So now Dean, not... FC lucky. So lucky there. I don't know how much of the fob went down there.
We secured the fob.
That fob is secured.
Fob is secure.
What they should now think of is, where did Fear Academy come from? Did they come from the east? Did they come from the north? And they really should start thinking they have to not attack. Whatever they do, they can't attack. We do have some Americans pushing up towards the west 255 region 285, trying to get in behind this fob. They're dealing with Squad Beans from either side, as well as Zulu X-Ray Deltians, with a large amount of Finnish squad within the smoke.
Bringing down the enemy flag.
The GLs, if they get eyes on that, every FSQ would go down. I think the fob is now starting to get dug up. That's going to be great, and that is it. That is it. 39 tickets. Let's call it there. Bravo for Americans to push the tide of the war. Oh my god. I haven't seen a game like that in ages. That's round 1. Wow. There we have it. Round 1 for CCFN 40.